Hi, Karate Illuminati, this is Noah, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about a conditioning tool known as a Tetsutaba, or iron bundle in Japanese. This is an example of that tool. As you can see, it's made of just simple black iron plumbing pipe fittings, and then this section is made of surveying flags, which you can get at most home improvement stores. They're just the little wire flags that you stick in the ground to mark electrical lines, plumbing, that sort of thing. So making one of these is real cheap to just get a couple pipe fittings, and I've actually made some of these out of plastic, out of PVC pipe. This one was made by my friend Matt Sheridan, and he built a nice sturdy, durable one with the steel pipe, but you can do it out of PVC as well. Get a package of the flags and epoxy or JB weld those into the pipe, and you have a Tetsutaba. Now this is a fairly underutilized tool in modern karate. Some Chinese arts still use this type of a tool, but it's not as common in karate anymore, which is unfortunate because it's very, very versatile, and it's really good for when you don't have partners available. So most karateka are familiar with arm conditioning exercises. Bashing your arms together, doing multiple count conditioning drills. Even some of the step sparring type of drills are really just fluffed up arm conditioning drills, or leg conditioning drills for the ones where you're actually trying to hit each other's legs or even kicking each other. This tool is for conditioning the entire body when you don't have a partner available, or when you don't have partners that are able to necessarily hold up to the level of impact that you might need. It's pretty common for some people to excel in the body conditioning side of things and run out of partners fairly quickly for doing conditioning partner drills. So something like this can be really beneficial to continue that conditioning process. Using it is pretty simple. As you can see, all those individual wires flex. Now, one by one, they'll flex a lot. And as a bundle, they flex a lot less. Now, this one is still just a free open bundle, but you can wrap this with rubber bands at different areas, and it'll make it even stiffer. So if you need a harder level of impact for your conditioning, you can just bind those together and get that. But it's important for it to have some flex. You don't want to just smack yourself with a stick, right? So the flex is important. The weight of the steel is very helpful. You can do these with things like bamboo and wood, but having that flex and having the weight together is really good. So I tend to prefer the Tetsutaba over the Taketaba, which would be the bamboo version. So, like I said, using it's pretty simple. You hit yourself with it. Now, you can do this on your arms, right? That's pretty self-explanatory. You can do it to your legs, to your shins. You can also do it, though, to your body and your thighs, areas that you may not necessarily do as much conditioning with your drills on. So these might be nice and tough from smacking them against other people's arms. Your shins, depending on how much kicking you do, might be all right. But a lot of karateka don't necessarily work leg kicks. And for that reason, they have a little bit of susceptibility to impact there. So something like a Tetsutaba, if you're not working it in class, gives you something to put some impact on your legs to build up that toughness, get used to that impact, and just overall become more comfortable with it. Same thing with the body. A lot of karate schools, for safety purposes, tend to go very light, and competitions go very light. Obviously, that's not the case for all schools or all styles, but for those that don't do much of it, if you want to work on your conditioning, you're going to need to be taking impact, and that's not something that your class is doing, so you will need a supplement, and that's where this comes in. So you've got all sorts of areas that you can hit, right? Ribs. You can even hit onto the muscles in your shoulders. I don't recommend most people do this with their neck. but it can be done. It's something that I occasionally do, and I know a number of people who do, but it's something that you kind of need to be taught how to do that safely, so I'm not going to address it here. I recommend that unless you have an instructor who can help you with the strikes to the neck, that you don't go doing that yourself. But just kind of know that it is something that is done by some people and can be done. So this is a tool that is very versatile, able to be used all over your body. It's always there and available to you even when a partner is not, or when a partner has to stop, or when your classes aren't incorporating enough body conditioning for you. And it's very cheap and easy to make. So I highly recommend that everybody make one of these and make use of it. It's something that can take a little while to go through a full body conditioning session. If you start on one side of one arm and then you work up the other side and you work up even into the upper arm and then you get the shoulder, then you might switch, right? At some point your arm is going to get tired of swinging something and you'll have to switch arms. And you just alternate both sides, work all the way down your body. And another benefit of this is it really wakes you up. So it kind of gets blood flow moving. And I've actually heard of people using these not just for conditioning, but lighter for recovery purposes, almost like those little impact drill massage tools that are popular right now. So again, this is called a Tetsutaba, an iron bundle. It's cheap and easy to make, versatile, very useful, and I highly recommend that every karateka make and use one.